Hey Dan, it's Sunday night, I guess the day before Martin Luther King Day, the 15th, 16th? And either my house is burning down or I got my fireplace going again. I'll let you decide which. Not much going on this weekend. I've not worked at all on your videos. I've not done anything mental. I am mental. Yesterday was one of those wasted days. Galen had a cross-country ski meet up in the cities, and the bus left at 6:15 in the morning, so I had set my watch alarm for 5:15 with the intention of getting up early and making breakfast. And I had left my cell phone, which has an alarm on it, which is always set for 5:30. I left that in my pants out in the basement. So I wake up Saturday morning at 10 till 7. The bus left at 6:30. Did I mention that part? And so he was going to be riding up on the team bus, and I wasn't going to go to the meet. We had just picked up Duncan the night before up in the cities on Friday night. So I really debated quickly in a very short amount of time whether or not to take him up, and decided that he was this was a relay race, so we had 3 other team members that he was on a relay with, and decided that he needed to be there. So I quickly jumped online and got the name of the place from my email, looked up directions, and as it turns out, it was 2 miles away from Duncan's school, literally on the same road, maybe only a mile and a half. It was right next to it. So 2.5 hour drive later, we get up there with 20 minutes to spare. I get to see him start and finish, and as it turned out, Amy, as in Dave and Amy, was there with Lucas, their oldest son, who was also skiing with Champlin Park High School. In this state, I don't know if they do it in Oregon, but middle schoolers can compete with the high schoolers. So it's not uncommon to see 7th and 8th graders competing on JV or even varsity if they're good enough. And I find that really interesting because we never did that in high school. I mean, think about that. I mean, there's 7th grade soccer players playing on varsity here in Winona. Imagine what that, I just can't imagine. I mean, we had so many kids at Tumwater who turned out for soccer that we didn't have room for 6th and 7th graders and 8th graders. But anyway, so we finally got back at about 3 in the afternoon, and at that point I didn't feel like doing anything, so I didn't. Although Beth and I did, I shouldn't say that, Beth and I did go to Ann Plummer, Taff and Ann's 60th birthday party last night. We talked to a lot of people, we enjoyed ourselves, and then from there we went up to Alma on the Wisconsin side of the river to dinner at a little place called Kate and Gracie's. Other than the diehard Packer fans who were there at the bar, we were the only ones in the restaurant. And it was nice. I like a place where we can talk to the waitress, whose name was Jessie. We can talk to, the cook, whose name was Steve, or the chef, whose name was Steve. And I, me, I like that. So, and now, it was just sort of a nice, relaxing evening. Today I got up early, went to breakfast with Clay at his place, and then came home, did a bunch of errands, went to Fleet Farm, grabbed a bunch of salt for the water softener, repaired the fireplace. We have an insert, not an insert, it's a fireplace with glass doors on it. Let's see if I can. And I don't know if you can see in the back of it, but there's a firebox in the back that where the air's warmed up, and then it just gets circulated through and blown out the front. So it, it's not the most efficient, but it does the job. And I've got a ton of hardwood scraps and bits and chunks in the garage that have been in there for 5 years now that I'm finally getting tired of. I'm just going to burn the damn things. So I got that fixed, and it's like I did something else. Yeah, Duncan and Galen and I took the Land Cruiser out onto Lake Winona, and I taught them to do donuts and to generally drive. But man, I think it's the accelerator pump is bad in that carburetor, and it's just, you step on the accelerator and it's like you get the opposite of acceleration. You get nothing. In fact, it almost kills the engine. And I called Brad, and he suggested it was the accelerator pump, and looking online and reading, it seems like what we're experiencing is in fact that problem. So I'll see if I can get that replaced. It doesn't look like it should be hard on a Holly carburetor, so we'll see. Maybe it'll be something simple. And then I watched football. I got a little old television set up down here, and I watched a little bit of the Seattle-Chicago game. Damn it! I mean, if the Falcons can't win, at least the Seahawks could win. That was kind of depressing. I didn't actually see the last quarter because that's when Duncan and Galen and I went out. So it looks like they actually were making a run at it and at least got within a touchdown, or 24, I guess it was, 24 to 35. So anyway, too bad. When we were at the restaurant last night and I heard people hooting and hollering, and then I heard the announcement of the score, 28-14 at half, I just assumed, of course, that the Falcons had 28. Oh well. It's not a bad thing to have the Packers doing really well in the playoffs because it makes everybody happy. Hold on, I gotta stoke the fire. That worked. So, I just don't feel like doing much tonight. It's 7 o'clock, and I think I'm going to sit down here by the fire and read. Maybe play cards with Galen if he'll play with me. Obviously, everybody has the day off tomorrow except for me. And I'm assuming you have the day off. I hear there's a couple of snowflakes heading your way, so you might want to call it an early day, or else people are going to pitch a fit. That was not nice. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't know. What are you up to? Right. Yeah. Well, that's nice. So, anyway, another day of work for me tomorrow. You saw the report I sent. Things are muddling along. I've got tons of stuff to take care of tomorrow, so I don't know, I've not done any work on the house. I just haven't felt like it lately. Swimming's going okay. I swam 4 times last week, maybe 18,000 yards. Not quite as many as I wanted to, but I missed swimming on Saturday morning because I went to the cities, of course. Maybe I'll do an ab workout tonight just to feel like I've done something worthwhile. Other than that, I'm glad to hear that you're working out at work regularly. I think it's good, not in terms of increasing the length of our life, but the quality, the real-time quality of our lives. So that's what I think is important about it. And something cardio is good. Blah blah blah. Swimming. I think I would suggest swimming. I don't know. I guess I'm rambling here, so I will sign off before I start sweating in front of the fireplace. In Winona, as in hell, still dead.